guys? Welcome back to the Motorhead YouTube channel. As you guys know, guys, in the last episode we did get the rear of the S2000 painted and also the body of it, and all that's left now is the doors and fenders, hood and bumper, and we want to go ahead and knock that out today. We also do have a couple of little pieces we're going to set up in the booth also and get painted, and everything is pretty much ready. We did run out of a ground coat last time, and also we did want to make sure the body turned out good, and I'm really happy with how that turned out. So we're gonna go ahead and sand these. I went ahead and put some more primer on this bumper delete, and the tag hole delete. So we're gonna block this out, and then I went ahead and just primed this entire hood. It was really bad before because the original person repainted it, and they painted over rock chips, and also they did not take these out right here, and it caused the ring of the clear peeling off, and we don't want that. I was scared it would peel through, but looks very good now. So we're gonna go ahead and block all this stuff out. And we actually have some really cool guide coat that I want to test out. So we're gonna lay it down on this right here and this, and we're gonna see how it sands out. Okay guys, so this is 3M's dry guide coat, and it's actually a powder. You get the little sponge with it, and then you kind of just shake it on there, and you just spread it. I actually found this on TikTok. We're gonna see
actually pretty cool.
Yeah, and it's actually, supposedly it's ready to go right from the get-go. I'm pretty sure Dawn already used it on a job.
Well, yeah, and it's better than actually spraying paint on there, because then that clogs up your paper.
And even actual spray guide coat, I've found sometimes it does clog up. So even if you get like special stuff made for it, this right here, I did watch Dawn use it a little bit, but
I think we actually used it at the shop probably like 3-4 years ago.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Why'd y'all stop? It is pretty expensive, actually.
Yeah, it's pretty pricey. I mean, if you're not doing production work all day like this, then it's really just not worth it.
Yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and block this out and see how it works. Okay, so unfortunately the gun did spit a little bit, so I'm gonna start with that and get it all blocked out really nicely. But look at that, look at that. It doesn't, there's no guide coat on it whatsoever, dude.
Hey, that's pretty nice.
You see how nicely it sands off? And it'll show you every single imperfection.
Well, yeah, because it's just a powder. At the end of the day, it's so dry. Like the paint usually doesn't dry all the way, and you end up with. Yeah,
and another thing is if you find pinholes, you can air blow them out and putty them instead of puttying over that guide coat, you know.
Nice.
So we're gonna go ahead and get all these parts done, and then we're gonna go ahead and clean them. And you got ground coat, right?
Yeah, I got a gallon of ground coat and then a quart of the yellow.
Awesome. Yeah, I don't want to risk running out of yellow. I think we might have enough, but I'd rather have the final mix on top, you know, versus like them mixing us more, you know. So I'd rather spray what you got and then the paint that they mixed up.
Well, yeah, because we want to make sure these parts all, you know, they line up good.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, worst comes to worst, we'll have to blend the door to the quarter panel, which shouldn't be
it's not a
big deal.
It's just another video.
But hey, let's get to sanding and let's get all these parts done.
All right. All right, guys, so everything is sanded. I went ahead and airblowed all these parts off. So we're gonna go ahead and start cleaning them really nicely before we get them in the booth. There is a fresh paint job in there. I just did not want any sanding to be done around it. So we're gonna go ahead and clean everything first, and then we'll go ahead and pull it all into the booth, get it nice and cleaned, and go ahead and start spraying it. We do need to tape all this off. I don't want any overspray on this, especially since it all turned out so nicely. As you can see, it's glass. But anyways, one thing I am concerned about is these fenders. I really don't want them to be sitting so low. So I might put some blocks underneath them and lift them up a little bit. That way I can get the bottoms and stuff and get them super nice. I do want them sitting like this because this is the very top of the fender and I want this to be glass right here, and this I will be able to get really good, but I really do want to focus on making this area perfect and I want it sitting level. So everything is ready. We're going to go ahead and get it all in the booth and start spraying. All right, guys, so we are all set up in the booth. We got the hood hinges, the trunk hinges, all the parts set up very nicely. Next step of business is we're going to go ahead and tape off this. Don't want to overspray on it, and we're going to thoroughly clean everything again. And once it's all ready, we'll go ahead and throw down that nice white ground coat and start throwing down the Phoenix yellow. All right, guys, so we finally got the base all laid down, and it was pretty tricky because the yellow is a hard color to cover everything, but everything covered very nicely. We got it sprayed down consistent like we did the body, and I'm hoping it's gonna work out and everything's gonna match very good. So we're gonna go ahead and start clearing it. Everything looks super good, and we're ready to see how this thing looks with a nice slick clear job on it. So we're gonna go ahead and tack this thing and then get started on clearing. All right, guys, check this out. We got it all laid down. What do you think, Ben?
Dude, it looks amazing.
You like it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm very happy with it. There are a couple little spots, but
Don't even matter.
other than that, I think put together out in the sun, there's not even gonna want to buff this thing. I mean, the body is slick, the car is slick. I think there's 2 runs in total on the car, and then the doors, I don't think they'll even need to be buffed. What do you think?
Nah, they look. I mean, maybe we'll go over it. You know, same with like a 3000.
Yeah, maybe just denib it and just give it a full paint correction, you know?
Nothing too serious though, but that'll probably be later once we get everything back together, get it dry.
Yeah, this thing is slick, dude. I'm really excited to see it all together. Man, I really hope these doors match the quarters, though. What do you think?
I think they will. I mean, it's yellow. You dropped a bunch of paint on it. I mean,
Well, guys, pause the video. Comment down below. Do you think that these doors will match the fenders or the quarters? Which they should match the fenders. I mean, I made sure to really lay it down. But, man, I'm really happy with these results. I think this thing's going to look absolutely amazing. Definitely looks better than my S2000, so that's a plus, you know. Might have to go ahead and strip mine down and do a full paint job on it. What do you think, Ben?
nah, yours is all original. Good to go.
Not worth it, huh? But, man, look at that, dude. That's literally a mirror.
Oh, it looks really good.
Oh, yeah. So, tomorrow morning, I'm going to get all these parts and kind of just hand tighten them. That way, they will have the stands and everything, and we'll see how everything looks all together. But, yeah, it's getting late on us. We're going to dip. All right, guys, so it is the next day here. V-Tune just showed up.
This thing back together.
We got all the parts out here. We're gonna get everything onto the car. That way we can get it loaded up and back to his shop. So we're gonna go ahead and, what do you think? Start with the doors. That way we don't scratch up the fenders
Yeah,
or
we can
everything.
go ahead and put the doors on and then put the fenders on. And then I think we'll put the hood inside the truck.
You don't want to put the hood on?
Nah, I don't really want to risk it flying up or something.
All right, so we'll go ahead and get these doors and fenders on. All right, guys, so we got the car loaded up, and I'm just over here looking at my car, comparing the two colors. And I don't know, now that I see him out in the sun, I honestly like my car more. I might be a little biased because this is my baby, but what do you think, V-Tune? You like mine or this one?
Oh, your car looks orange compared to this.
Hey, but you see, I got that custom two-tone going right here, dude. Look at that. look how this color, and then right here, it's like, I need to wash this thing. But yeah, dude, what do you think of the S2K?
Hey, it looks amazing. That color is definitely something different.
I mean, it turned out awesome. I was so scared about these panels, painting them off of the car, but at the end of the day, it just turned out beautiful. V-Tune's gonna get it all back together and we're gonna let this paint cure and I'm gonna buff this run. But I mean, honestly guys, for this little run to be the only thing, well, besides trash, you wanna denib it and everything?
Yeah, we'll probably denib it later. Once everything's back together, we'll do a full paint correction. You know?
Yeah, we'll take care of everything, but man, dude, I'm so happy it's done and I'm happy it turned out this way. We did actually forget the spoiler and also these washer things right here. And is there anything else? Is that everything?
Yeah, that's everything.
So he's gonna leave that here and I'll just spray it on my own time. But man, look at that. What do you think? We painting the Ferrari here?
Yes, sir. Just gotta get it over here somehow.
I don't know. Sam Crack wants the color change though.
Nah, we painted it white. White makes that car look right, you know?
Yeah.
It used to be gray and then they repainted it white.
The only color change I would like on that car is from pearl to solid.
Yeah.
No, but the Ferrari will definitely have to paint together like this, you know, that way when we're doing everything matches perfectly, especially with the pearl, you know, because it's very hard. We got really lucky with this one because this is a solid color and it's relatively easy. But yeah, that's gonna be it. You're gonna head out?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and drop this car back off and let it bake, or let it just sit for like a week maybe.
Yeah, that's what I was telling him earlier, guys. I think it'd be best to wait a week because on my car I put these in 2 days later and it made a ring. And also just working around the car, I mean, you're bound to mess something up, and on fresh paint it's super easy to peel. So he's gonna let this thing cure and maybe we'll go work on it a little bit in the future. But definitely we'll be going over there to check out that Ferrari and see what we got to do on it. Maybe we can even do some body work and knock some of it out, you know, help Ben out, help him get it done quicker. Because as you can see, me, Ben, and Victor got on this and we just knocked this thing out. What was it, 3 days?
Yeah, around 3 days. I mean, we really started at like at 5.
Yeah, a lot of the time was working after work. So, I mean, definitely pretty good timing for all over. Our team did awesome and we did a really good job on it and I'm super happy with it. So he's gonna head out and we're gonna catch you guys in the next one.